Welcome back. In our previous lesson, we learned how to graph y equals 3x minus 1. And today we're going to learn how to graph y is less than 3x minus 1. There is something similar. The similar thing is I'm going to graph the y-intercept first. The similar part is also here. I'm going to graph slope. Slope says 3. That is 3 over 1. Therefore, I'm going to go up 3, go over 1. I got my second point. When we graph this linear equation, our next step is also our final step. We just draw a solid line and we say all done. Now here, we have to decide, do we use a solid line? Do we use dotted line? If you see symbol look like this, use solid line. If you see symbol look like this, use dotted line. We have a less than, therefore our next step is I'm going to draw a dotted line. Alright, after we finish dotted line, we have one more thing to do. We're going to do shading. Do we shade above this dotted line or do we shade below this dotted line? You definitely can put your hands above this line and below this line. Can find it out. If it's less than, I'm going to shade below. If it's greater than, I'm going to shade above. Do we have another method? Yes, we're going to use a method called testing point. 0, 0. X is 0, y is 0. We're going to plug it in. We're going to say y, is it true? 3 times 0 minus 1. 0 less than 3 times 0 minus 1. Let's continue. 0 less than negative 1. It is false, which means when you pick this testing point, it gives us a false statement. Therefore, do not shade the part where this testing point stays. Instead, we're going to shade the opposite side. You see, this is exactly like what we discussed earlier. You can put your hands, left hand above the line and right hand below the line. And if it's less than, you're going to shade below. If it's greater than, shade above. Alright, let's practice one more. Our next problem is we're going to practice something has a greater than equal symbol, so we can practice using our solid line. This question is y is greater than equals 2x plus 3. Same as you're graphing your linear equation. First point, y-intercept. Next point, slope. So we're going to go up 2, go over 1. And then we have our 2 points. And we're going to use a solid line. So solid. Alright? Okay. Remember, put your hands, one left hand above the line and right hand below the line, and you can determine immediately. Greater than, I'm going to shade above. Less than, I'm going to shade below. Now, since you cannot see my hand, I cannot see yours, I'm going to use a testing point, 0, 0. This testing point is right here, which means if we plug in the new statement that says it's a true statement, we're going to shade where the testing point stays. Alright, let's test it out. 0 is greater than, we don't know, 2 times 0 plus 3. It says 0 is greater than equals 3, which is false. Therefore, do not shade the part where 0 stays. Instead, we're going to shade the part 0 is not there. Where 0 is not there, we're going to shade right here. Alright, That's how we graph linear inequality in two variables.